going on, cool cats, cool chicks? Rockby Ben here, and today's video is a highly requested video from my friend Jordan Brown. And you can find Jordan Brown, who's a real cool cat. He's known as United Atlantic. I'll put the link down below so then you can check out his YouTube channel. He's totally awesome. This one's for you, cool cat. So yeah, usually like my videos are like rockabilly related, but the request my friend Jordan gave me was what it's like. Like what it's like living with Aspergers. Well, I pretty much think it's actually not a bad idea. Because I was like talking about my anxieties, like when I look back on my past videos, and a few years ago I'd done a video about Aspergers. So hey, why not? I might as well do a video about what it's like living with Aspergers. So then, let's begin. Okay, so basically, if you want to like see like the very beginning of like when I've done a YouTube video about Aspergers, I'll put a link down below so you can look at my previous video, like when it came to like looking back. So yeah, anyway, well, living with Aspergers, there is its like downsides. Like to be quite frank with you, sometimes, well, I wouldn't say sometimes, but I do still get like anxiety, like in particular like scenario circumstances. It depends. Like anxieties, like as an example, like stressful moments like at work or depression, anything like that. But the weakness for me with Asperger's is like particular things, like i.e. like old school sayings. Like let me give you an example. Like say if I did a bit of banter and someone like said like a sentence which probably no one hasn't been like familiar with, such as "you let me die, you do." I originally thought it was just an offence, but out of the blue, my mum said that it's just another word for like you're making that person laugh. So therefore, when I've done a joke, my granddad literally said "you make me die," which means I made him laugh, like made him die of laughter. So yeah, that's pretty much like an example. Well, it's mostly like the old sayings which I get confused about. Like how I said about "you make me die" thing, that's one of the ones which confuses me. I can honestly say that I can say so many things of the old sayings I can't understand. I have to keep asking, like if they could like translate it a little, like so then I can understand it. And then, yeah, they said it's fine, so therefore they translated it for me. And another thing with Asperger's, I sometimes think to myself that people like treat me differently because of the way how I dress and what have you. And there are a few things like with the Asperger's. I'm not sure if I mentioned it in my previous video. I might have, but I do tend to get one of these time routines of mine. Like as a prime example, what can I say as an example of a time routine? Like when I get like changed, like my pajamas, stuff like that. Really, like I always have my own routine, and if it kind of changes, I sort of like, I don't know, I kind of feel a bit funny about it. That like it's one of them sort of things like where you're not used to something. Like take it for example at work, that sometimes thing changes and it can be like unbearable, like trying to get used to like how it looks like now, which is something you're not quite so familiar with. That's I sort of get like that sort of feeling as well. So yeah, it can be pretty depressing, like living with Asperger's, like if no one accepts you and some shit like that. It can even like be, it can possibly like affect like relationships as well. I suppose like if you came to like going out with a girl and all that stuff, and you don't understand like what they say, and it turned out they said it was part of flirting, some shit like that. I mean, I do like a bit of flirting and whatever, but there can be a few things which I don't understand. And I do sometimes think to myself, is it embarrassing like not understanding like old sayings and what have you? and I don't know. I can't think really like what to say about this video. I'm quite sorry about that. But there were a few things I had. I used to have suicidal thoughts, which I might have not mentioned. But that was like before, like becoming like rockabilly. This was like way back, like in my early years, I suppose you could say that. I used to have suicidal thoughts and some shit like that. And I don't know. I can go forever about this. But however, though, despite of like finding some unbearable about having Aspergers, and I guess it's kind of natural for everyone like feeling like upset about it if it's like bothering them and what have you. It's always best to like tell someone like, about it. If something is like upsetting you about it, makes you like feel like you're missing out. Things like that. So life was hard, especially like difficulties of like jobs as well, which is pretty much a blessing that I don't work with my dad. So that's one happy thing about it. Because I was that close of being at a job club, like working somewhere which wouldn't be suitable for me, like the Aspergers, stuff like that. Could have been like, I don't know. Words can't describe about what it could have possibly been, So yeah, like I just said, I can't really like think what else to say. What I'm saying is pretty much what I never said like to anyone and what have you. But what I can say is that I do share like many things like at clubs. Well, they're not quite clubs; they're more like groups, like, such as like exciting meetings, OTD meetings. Like I only feel more like comfortable like talking about that stuff like there. I mean, sometimes it's all good, like talking to like parents, friends, whatever. But sometimes it can be kind of hard, like to try to communicate with them because they could possibly understand it, but sometimes it's always good like to talk to someone who's like the best in the field, I suppose, like a key worker, some shit like that. I don't know, but yeah. I know I keep on saying it, I just can't really like, think what else to say about it. That's pretty much all there is for me to talk about, I guess. Living with it as well, I managed to like have like some like friends. Man, why am I being depressed about it? I don't know. But what's even good though, I've got friends who sort of understand all that thing. So that's pretty much a big plus, I suppose. Well, I say suppose, but yeah, that is pretty much a plus. So that's all happy days, really, isn't it? Instead of babbling on about it, I'll open the comments and by all means, guys, if you if there's something you wish to like share about, like in your like scenario or stuff like that, by all means, like type down below, and it'll be quite interesting like to like express about your feelings about if you're living like with Asperger's, autism, or any other sort of like mental health like disorders and what have you. Please, guys, don't be scared to like be honest with it. At the end of the day, we all are what we are. Either way, it doesn't matter what people say to you about whether you're like different and some shit like that. Just think to yourself that you're unique and you're proud of who you are. And yeah, that's pretty much all I can say about today, I'm afraid. And yeah, keep your chin up, guys, if you're in the unbearable moments about if anything upsets you, like from mental health, health conditions, some shit like that. So yeah, that is all, I'm afraid, guys. And like I said before, I'll put the links down below of Jordan Brown's YouTube channel and my past Asperger's video, and I might put the anxiety one on there as well. I think I might do, but yeah, I'll do it. So yeah, yeah, I'll keep on rocking cool, cancel cool chicks. I'll see you soon. Take care. Goodbye for now.